Oh my god, look at this cookie. We're gonna watch I build a nightmare factory that manufactures only chaos. Chocolate factory. Let's game it out.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back.
Also, guys, sometimes YouTube will comment on what you guys say, and it'll be like, look at that dumb idiot in Twitch chat. YouTube is mean.
Back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out Chocolate Factory today. Director of this game, thank you for a key and an early look at it. And also, this video is sponsored by World of Tanks, but more on that in a little bit. But enough talk. New game! Here we are in the wild world of Candy Place. And the game's already trying to give me pointers.
Hides my side job money and my feathers. Hee hee hee.
Yeah, Sapling, you have lots of feathers.
Thank you. But while we're looking in this space, it looks like we have one item currently. A good old pickaxe. Possibly also made out of chocolate.
Chocolate pickaxe!
Yes, thank you, game. Press G to open the tech tree. I see that. I don't need the help right now. So it looks like we have a lovely world here full of candy creations. Yes, thank you, game. I know. You know, stuff like lollipops and what looks to be kind of like gummy candy. And oh boy, is it oh so colorful. Yes, I know, thank you. And the land is just covered with surprises. Like, look at that over there. Candy corn trees.
Candy!
I love candy corn. Okay, fine, I'll press G to open the tech tree. Will it get you to stop? Okay, here's the glorious tech tree, which it looks like now we have access to two things. One, we've got sugar crystals. Excellent. And the other, chocolate rock. Hey, and look, there's a...
At least in the Canadian basement, you get free healthcare. Which means when you get a wound, you will get the wound patched up for free. I won't be sending you a bill later.
Chocolate rock right now. Why do I have to mine this? Why can't I just put my mouth on it? Or hey, why not both? Why not put my mouth at the bottom of the screen right here and just let it run all into my face? Okay, so that's the glory of chocolate clay. Oh, and what's this over here? Is this ghost candy? I bet it is.
This is such an interesting game. I've never heard of this before.
Oh, right, it's sugar. Yeah, definitely sugar crystals and not blue meth. Okay, good. Now we have plenty of sugar crystals that look like we could stab someone with them. Right next to our steaks. No, wait, chocolate. It's chocolate. And my god, am I excited to just do so much with all this candy. I mean, if this were real, I bet everything is edible. I bet this tastes like cotton candy, and I bet this tastes like cocoa, and those are those mint things everybody hates, but I love them. Not to
Mint.
mention this, a river of piss. Gosh, I'm just so hungry now.
It's piss or tang, whatever, the same thing.
Oh my goodness, and what's this? A citizen of Candy Place. Hello, hi, I come in peace. Can we share snacks together? Wait, what are you doing? Ow! Stop trying to hit me. Oh my god, don't make me do this. This is not what I was expecting from this experience. I just wanted to... No, I don't want to look at the tech tree right now. Stop bringing this thing up. God, I'm so sorry. Well, he's dead, all right. Oh, I can't even search his body or eat his face. Well, that'll teach you. We could have just been friends. Hey, what was that? Why, that must be World of Tanks, the sponsor of this video. World of Tanks is a free-to-play online
These sponsorships get crazier and crazier each time, I swear.
extravaganza that anybody can play. Just ask the 100 million players that are already riding and firing sweet tanks right now. Seriously, World of Tanks is available on all of these platforms, but I'm mostly here to talk to you about the PC version, which you can download right now.
Yes, I was very excited for what that explosion was gonna be, and it was World of Tanks. I was hoping it was gonna be the wife of the candy guy coming with a shotgun, ready to shoot him in the head.
My linky in the description. World of Tanks features massive battles across 40 different battle arenas.
Wow,
and
40.
features an absolutely ridiculous 800 different tanks to play with.
800.
And there's a nice dose of historical accuracy and inspiration, which means
Historical
authentic
accuracy.
models and vehicle characteristics as you command your tank, which you can also modify and upgrade, of course.
You think the tank has tank controls?
And if you use the invite code COMBAT, whether you're a new player or you already play, you can get some free goodies. New players get access to the Cromwell B Tier 6 tank, 250,000 credits, and 7 days premium access.
I hate free-to-play games. I hate free-to-play games so much. I hate free-to-play games. I hate them so much. I'd rather have a game charge me $50, $60, $100 to play it than have a game that's like, you can get premium pass just for $70.99 a month.
Not to mention 3 rental tanks for 10 battles each, which are these 3 tanks here. And if you already play, you get access to 3 days premium access and a 7-day rental of this tank with a crew trained 100% for 10 battles or a 100,000 and credit compensation if you already have this one. And you get the 2D style bargain camouflage. So if this sounds good to you, check.
I hope he was paid a buttload to put this sponsor in his video. I hope they were just paying him up the wazoo. They just gave him like a funny bag of cash. They just had a dollar sign on and was like, here, have 4 of these to put our stupid game in your video, please. And he's like, oh, of course, because guys, I would do anything for 20 bucks.
Check out my linky in the description and fire up some World of Tanks for free today. Oh, I don't know if it's obvious, by the way, but this is a factory building game, which means it's time to build our first thing.
Okay, why do I love the idea of a factory building game? Is there any good factory building games?
Chocolate crafting table. Wait, hold that thought. I don't have 8 chocolate rocks, but I will. I guess what I got earlier was chocolate clay. How stupid of me to get the two mixed up. Oh my god, I can't keep staring at this stuff. How is anyone supposed to maintain their fit gamer bod when there's all these delicious sweets around? I'm assuming the story of this game is our character was just like, drop me off on this planet, I'll figure it out. Oh, wait, I think this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, a chocolate rock deposit. Now we've done it. Technology chocolate rock complete. Look at it.
See, chocolate rock is clearly very different than chocolate clay.
Glistening. All that sumptuous chocolate going to waste right into the ground. Okay, now it's time to build a crafting table with my chocolate gummy price gun. Let's put it right here next to what could be a Twizzler or possibly bone marrow. And place. Well, there it is. My sacrificial chocolate altar. Oh my goodness, look at all the things we can craft. Chocolate bars, chocolate plates. I know. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Here, you want me to just go to the tech tree right now? Fine. Show me what else I need. Okay, the first things are a power box, your main electricity hub, not to mention a cotton candy generator. Finally, it's all coming together. No, not you. You're not invited. Go away. Okay, here we are. There's those 3 things we...
I feel like this game was made by somebody who was like, what if the Willy Wonka was real? What if you made your own chocolate factory?
Talked about. Easy, if we click this, we just magically get one. Or I could just hold down the button and really just get some chocolate going here. And while we're here, we'll make some chocolate plates, as well as some cocaine donut holes, and some sugar drawer handles. And now we're plenty equipped to make this power box. Ta-da! What a beaut, I think. I like that not only is this beautiful chocolate, but now you can skip actually texturing it. Everybody wins. Really.
I'm getting a lot of mixed messages. Like, I thought of the board game Candyland and Sugar Rush from Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, I was thinking Wreck-It Ralph too.
Sure what that up arrow is for. I thought maybe there was something I could push on, because this thing is a different color. Ooh. Nope, guess not. It must just be to let us know that electricity goes in here. And now let's make our cotton candy generator. Let's see, how stupidly am I allowed to place this? I mean, being able to place it up here like this is kind of dumb. And I do appreciate how far your reach is. Look at that, I can place it all the way over there. Oh, I have an idea. How about we place it right on top of this candy pile? Yes, that's probably going to be future-proof, and I'll tell you why. Because if you walk close enough to this, it says this. Build a capable machine on top to mine. Can't wait for that step to come up and see how this goes.
Oh no! This planet would be cold as AF? Yeah, probably. Because if it was warm, the chocolate would melt.
And now let's add those power poles. Or wait, hold on. We have something else we have to do. Hey, you, stop all this. I know it's just a gingerbread guy, but why does it feel so visceral when I punch him in the face? And then it makes this horrible noise when I finish him off. Like all this gingerbread bashing is gonna take a toll on my soul. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. Power
They look so happy and then they look so sad when they're dead.
poles. And it looks like these work just like you think they would. Put down a thing, and it connects things to the chocolate thing. And I'm gonna assume I can just make a bunch of these, right? And just make everything horrible and gross looking? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. Go ahead and let your imagination run wild. So long as your imagination
There's literally an art piece in LA that looks exactly like this. I'm not even joking.
craves not aesthetically pleasing things. I also don't think I have any control
They do kind of look like trees, though.
over where the power lines connect, but it looks like something is connecting here, as well as connecting to our thingy over here.
Yay.
And now to get this thing to produce some power, which in order to do that, we need to feed it some cotton candy, which means I have to make it first. Here it is over in the build menu. Just gonna take 2 of these blue sugar crystal thingies, and after we've done that, we have boatloads of cotton candy.
Why do the sugars look a little sussy? I'm not a princess. I am a gremlin. I will haunt your dreams. Not in the good way.
To shove into my face. And by that, I mean put cotton candy into the engine. Okay, now it's producing 2,000 power and
See, I knew if I said gremlin too many times, somebody would turn me into a gremlin.
Assuming 0. Is it sugar too? I'm an American. Just produce it into all my food. Here, let's do a little test. We've got our chocolate rocks here, and soon we'll be done with the days where we come up to it and just start smacking it a bunch. Instead of doing all...
Nibbles horns.
Don't
Yum.
Don't.
Pat.
Don't.
that, it's time to automate. So we're gonna build one of these things. A tier 1 extractor. Can extract resources from ore deposits such as chocolate and sugar. I'm gonna start using these terms when I eat donuts. I'm just extracting resources. Oh, and this machine knows what it wants. If you get close enough, it just snaps right to it. Here you go. Ta-da!
It knows what it wants.
There we go. Our beautiful chocolate extractor with all kinds of weird stuff coming off it. I shouldn't say that. I don't know how this science works. Okay, where's my chocolate? It says it's producing one every 1 second. Oh, there it is. That said, I'm pretty sure this thing taps out at 100. Well, we're about to find out. Yep, there it goes. The whole machine stopped. Well, to accompany that, we're gonna make a
It stops, but that's not fair. It should just keep going.
smelter, which we'll go ahead and place right in here among all the power poles. There we go. Look.
I love his chaos mentality.
Looks perfect. It's honestly almost camouflaged. But in order to get things from here all the way over to the smelter, we're gonna use my favorite thing of all time, conveyor belts. Okay, let's see. How does this work? I'm assuming it'll just clip on, right? Yep, there it goes. And now we can just drag it anywhere we want. And this is gonna go probably about as well as you think it's gonna go. Look at that luscious chocolate conveyor belt with these weird ripples that I assume push things forward. Yep, there it goes now. Mmm, so glistening. Okay, now we need to do some tests. Obviously, for one, we need to see how much of this we can do. And this game doesn't care about clipping at all. Excellent. Just what we like to see. And it looks like if we tap control, we can change the height. Okay, good. We know how much...
He's gonna make crazy conveyor belts.
We love this stuff. It definitely wants to snap to stuff it can't use though. But if we're careful, we can still make a gigantic mess. And with our amazing reach, oh my goodness, so much I can do while barely moving. And before you know it, this looks something like this.
I knew it. Look at that sexy conveyor belt.
Now, I know I could have gone a lot more nuts than this, but I wanted to pace ourselves. It is our first build.
He loves crazy conveyor belts. He loves crazy conveyor belts.
Holding after all. And I didn't want to make the journey too long for this stuff. I mean, I did, but I tried to hold back. So here's one thing I noticed about the conveyor belts in this game that I'm not used to. When it comes to the verticality of a belt and if it twists and stuff, this game seems to care a lot less, which pleases me greatly. There's nothing I like to see more than semi-impossible climbing to the sky. Like, look at this one. It's basically completely straight down. Before doing a little twisty thing, crisscrossing over other crap, heading down that way, and then heading back up. Anyway, just as exciting as we're about to connect this thing up to the smelter.
This is the best. Wait, did the Satisfactory devs make this? I don't think so. Does anybody know? This is called Chocolate Factory.
And because it's chocolate rocks going in, we're gonna tell it to make chocolate bars. And what a grand sight it is to see everything moving. Oh, except for this. Electricity is down. I feel like I just refilled this thing. Here, have some more cotton candy. And stop being so needy. Actually, no better time than now to put some extractors on top of these sugar crystals. Overlapping with another structure. Well, color me surprised. I didn't think you would care. Okay, let's move this temporarily. And then now place the extractor. And then to my total amazement, I actually can't get it to place it on this. Well, that's fine. Since we have amazing reach, instead I'll just put it, let's see. There we go. Yeah, that seems good. Yes.
So nice and far away from everything that needs the power. You know, just like the best way possible.
It's all the way out there. But I don't want this thing to ruin my view. So let's go ahead and hide it, you know, behind all of these poles. Yes, there we go, much better. We'll never know it's there. And then, of course, we're gonna need this thing here to pull the sugar, and then progressively turn it into cotton candy to shove back in that.
Yeah, of course, we gotta be smart so they can be self-sufficient. So it can be self-sufficient and power itself.
So first we're gonna put down a smelter. And what the hey, let's go ahead and put it in this river of Gatorade. Lemon lime Gatorade. And now that that's in position, let's go ahead and put down something called a crafter. But for that, we're gonna need something called sugar cable.
Sugar cable? It's not the same devs. Okay, so maybe Chocolate Factory was inspired by Satisfactory, which apparently he has some great Satisfactory videos, videos people were saying I should check out as well.
Sure looks a lot like regular wire, but whatever. Easy enough to make, though. Basically, it starts with this blue meth and then turns into a donut hole, then turns into sugar wire, then turns into sugar cable. Couldn't be more simple. And let's see, let's take
So simple, so simple.
this, and we'll go ahead and put it all the way up there. Excellent. And of course, it's time for the fun part, called connecting everything to conveyor belts. So that goes in there, and then all we need to do is wade through all this sumptuous goodness. See, just gotta place it right there. Okay. And then allow this to run under the water before heading all the way over to this thingamabob. And then over here at the crafter, we're gonna set this to make cotton candy, and then send it over yonder to our cotton candy power plant. Ah, geez, where is it? Wow, I think I've gone the wrong way. I don't remember delicious jello molds.
Oh, he definitely went the wrong way.
Ah, well, I'm sure we'll find it eventually. At least this gives us a chance to see the sights, and oh my god, what is that?
A marshmallow man!
Marshmallow, is that you? Oh, hey, actually, I think that's the way we're supposed to go. Thanks for the extra help, little guy. Oh, there it is. Silly me, I went completely out of the way. And finally connected. So really, at this point, as soon as I put this in, everything should start working. Okay, let's go see if that's true. Well, this is certainly promising. Our wild sugar crystals are on their way.
I love how weird these crystals look like.
Slowly making their way to the crafter and forcing their way into a slot they don't really fit in. Meanwhile, this dude just creeps in the background. I get it, buddy. I'd want to eat it too. Either way, in comes the crystals and out comes actual sugar. Oh, wow. That's not at all what I thought it was going to look like. I'm sure it's just candy. That goes on down here.
It's going through the tang!
And has itself a nice bath. Mmm. That's okay. It comes out the other end totally sanitized. And then it rolls right here into the crafter. And it's kind of hard to see because I shoved the conveyor belt into the ground. But there's more processed chunks coming out. Mmm. Delicious cotton candy. Anyway, they take a fun journey where they can overlook the glorious coastline while they make their way into a different biome, winding around new and exciting sweets, some of which are just outright horrifying. I'd still eat it. And eventually it finds its way over to the generator, which in turn powers all of our stuff. Couldn't be more simple.
Perfect. Self-sustaining. It can now power everything for him.
And now back over to this thing where we're going to take this conveyor belt and come on, there we go. And same deal, we're going to run this thing around and you know the drill. And then add a crafter right through the belt because why not? And connect the whole thing together. Oh my god, all this chocolate, I can't deal. And you start making plates, and by producing these in the crafter, we've unlocked this beauty, the chocolate bar weapon. Oh my god, look at this thing. Why does it have this brick texture on it? You know what? I don't know why I care. I'm just gonna use it on the
A chocolate baton. Oh my god, look at this cookie. It has the boobly eyes on its face.
local inhabitants. Hello. Oh god, I'm sorry I did that. I'm just kidding. I'm not sorry. Oh. Well, it's a shame I can't just eat you now, because I absolutely would. Eyes, face, and teeth, it would all be inside me. Well, it sure felt good to get my bloodlust out. Anyway, we got some new goals here, like building splitters, which fine, but what I really want are base foundations and these base walls. But also, what is this?
You can literally build a chocolate castle fortress. Like, what?
A farm? Corn? Well, let's get going, I guess. But we gotta take care of our production line first. We're already making chocolate plates and
Are you gonna use corn to make corn sugar and high fructose corn syrup?
cotton candy. But we'll also set up some stuff for sugar wire and sugar cables. What a weird bunch of things I just said. But in order to set up those two things, we need access to this sugar, which at the moment is feeding into this machine, which is busy making piles of yellow snow. So we really need the splitters first, which aren't unlocked yet. And in order to do that, we need to unlock chocolate bricks, which in order to do that requires us extracting chocolate clay. No problem, it's that stuff we mined at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's easy. We'll find that.
Here we go. Here's one right here. Let's make sure, though. Yep, chocolate clay. That's the good stuff. All right, extractor, get on there. Excuse me. No looky, no touchy. Wait, what am I doing? I've got this thing. You stop that right now. Feel free to looky at the ground. Yes, let the evidence sink into the grass. And we're gonna need to feed this into a smelter, which, God, I wish I could just put it up here. Come on, game. Can I have this, please? Maybe I just need to be up higher looking down. Okay, now I'm up above. Let's see. If I take this thing and hold on. Come on. All right. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
That's the reality I wanted. Thank you. Now I'm oh so happy with what we can do. And can't forget to run all the way up here and set this thing to make some chocolate bricks. Okay, and now that all these machines are running, sending these glistening pieces of chocolate clay into that machine and sending us these sumptuous chocolate bricks.
They look good. They really look good.
It's time to unlock the splitter. Now we can take these sugar crystals here and split them off and use them to build the other things we were talking about. Actually, before we do that, I just noticed we have some new fun things, like foundations and stairs and walls and stuff. Hang on a second, now I'm curious. Oh, I guess I can't just put down stairs on their own. But if I put a foundation down first, which appears to have actual red bricks or maybe they're candy or something, with a nice glistening center, I bet it's really comfortable to walk on. Anyway, it looks like now I could put stairs in front of it as well as on top of it. What a beaut.
This man's playstyle gives me anxiety. It's not very satisfactorying.
Let's see, how can I go higher than this? My first thought is to take another foundation piece, place it here in front, then maybe put another one up above, but it doesn't seem to want to let me do that. Maybe what I need is one of these fancy walls first. And then maybe oh wow, that is a really fancy wall. These aren't even the same height now, but it does appear to be letting me use a ceiling tile, so good enough for me. I don't care if there's a gap. In fact, I almost like that better for that bespoke irregular look. Excellent, I can put stairs on these. And once again, it's looking real good. Everything lining up perfectly. And then
I love that.
we can put another wall and then put a ceiling tile again. I'm sure you can see where this is going. Besides visual perfection, let's see how high this can go, which is apparently about this high. Wow.
His line, like his quote is, how high can we go?
It really just keeps going, doesn't it? And as you can see, I started to build some basic infrastructure because I thought I needed to, by way of these very fashionable columns. And then I realized I don't have to do that. You can just build into the sky. Not that these columns wouldn't have been a good idea, although I did realize a bit of a problem with these. On the plus side, these columns can be built right into this chocolate ocean. However, there is a bit of a downside. There's an invisible wall right here. And if we crouch, now we can see why. Thank goodness for how shallow this is. That does mean, however, as we look around the world, there is like a definite cutoff to where we can and can't go. Like this gummy island over here is just out of our reach. Then I thought maybe I need this thing to get over there.
There's a paraglider?
The paraglider. But that means we gotta unlock this farm, and then unlock corn, and then cornmeal, and then corn syrup, and then this lollipop, followed by this reinforced chocolate plate, until we can finally get to the paraglider. And that might work, but do you know what else works? Our giant staircase. Here, allow me to show you. Ignore all of these columns. They don't need to be there, but I'm still not gonna remove them. That's a bunch of history I don't want to delete. Okay, so I've been running up this a little while, and you can tell because if we look down, here's the entire island.
I love this.
What a beautiful world of treats and sweets. So let's keep going. Okay, so here we are at the very top of how far I've built. And we're not like all the way to the edge. But as you can see, we're past where the columns can go, which of course means it's time to keep going. Okay, so I've been building these stairways for God knows how long. And I'm starting to think there is indeed no limit. Look how far away everything is. This is the landmass of the whole game. Outside of that, it's just clear blue ocean with its perfect waffle texturing. Well, now I have to know. What happens when we jump off? Let's find out. Well,
Is he gonna die, guys?
I can tell you one thing. Our view distance is limited. It's not even loading in the rest of the stairs. Also, if we're here making like a fun, fancy Candyland, why am I dressed like a biker? Okay, we're about to hit the chocolate. Let's see what happens. You know, I don't know what I was expecting. And then we slowly keep falling, enjoying the underside of these land masses. Okay, well now we know. Let's go ahead and use this unstuck option to get out of here. Oh, or it could do nothing at all. Well, that's okay. After all, this has never gone badly before. Well, there go my hands. Well, now I wish I had that glider. Okay, we're back. Let's not try that again. I had to load an earlier save just to get us out of there. Needless to say, we can go very, very far. Anyway, let's move on to making this farm thing. Farm different crops.
Farm time.
Okay, so here's our farm. Still don't understand what it means to have one, especially one that looks like a chocolate microscope. What are my options? Tell me. And right now, all we have is this corn. Okay, produce. My God, it really is just producing corn. How is this
The future.
even possible? All right, hang on. Now I got some questions. Let's pick this thing up off the ground, and instead I climb up somewhere really high, like right here should probably do. Can I build the farm somewhere up here? The answer is a glorious yes. And once I go ahead and we're fine. Can't forget to get power up there. Well, that was easy. And now I have to wonder if this thing is still gonna deliver to us amazing, delicious corn. Huh. Well, that'll teach me, I guess, to doubt the farming process. Okay, hang on. As unbelievable as this is, you could argue that in the game's logic, this candy tree is something that you could farm from. What if instead, I build a farm on a foundation, and then remove the foundation parts, so now the whole thing is just floating? Will this result in amazing corn? Oh. Okay, I see. It's just good old-fashioned magic. At least we got to the bottom of that. And at least now we have all this corn. Well, that's all good enough for me. We've added amazing lines of corn to
So much corn!
our factory. I challenge you to name a better combination than mystical corn on the cob with giant boulders of glistening chocolate. Mmm. And now to set up another crafter, which I sure would like to place on the top of this cupcake. Okay. And now that I'm up here, besides wishing I had M&Ms that were life-size, that I could both eat and use as a body pillow, let's go ahead and build a crafter, which it's gonna let me do while I'm inside it, apparently. Works for me. And now all we need to do is connect the corn right to it. Yep, there it goes. Oh boy. And we're gonna take that corn and turn it into cornmeal. And we'll just run this down the other side, where if we stare down at this thing long enough, we should see some cornmeal. Oh, delicious. My beautiful cornmeal. And now it's time to take those sumptuous offerings and run them through. Oh, yeah, okay. Get in there. Yes, perfect. Give my cornmeal a little glazing on the way through. And we're gonna build our next thing around all of these gingerbread monuments. There we go. It fits right in. And we're gonna set this one to make corn syrup.
I told you can make corn syrup. I knew it. I knew it.
Is it really gonna look like that, do you think? I guess we're about to find out. Oh, wow. It really is. It's like disgusting reality just smashed us in the face. You know, that bright red cupcake in the background's taking on a different light now. Whatever, we're gonna find a way to love it all the same. After all, why have all this other stuff when obviously we could just manufacture these cheap bottles? Look at our gingerbread guy. It's like he's vomiting them out right now. Which, in the spirit of change, we're gonna run it over into yet another biome. In fact, I wonder if we can put our next factory piece in the middle of this jello thing. Let's see. It doesn't really want to. But let's see. Maybe I can just shove myself in here and then put it in. Oh, we can bounce off of it, because of course we can. But I bet if we bounce off it a certain way, maybe... oh, there we go. Okay, I do believe we're inside of it now. How exciting. We better make this work. We can't embarrass ourselves in front of the corn syrup. And it looks like, yes, now we can build it in here. And before I leave, I should probably connect it too. And this thing's gonna be making lollipops. Ah, God, it takes two things. Well, first we have to see if we can get out of this thing. Come on, let me out, let me out, let me out. There we go, did it. And we're free. And as expected, our factory looks absolutely amazing. Actually, I really do like that. Except for these bottles. Optical illusion ruined. That's okay, corn syrup, I forgive you. Anyway, the other thing we need is sugar, which is around here somewhere. Ah, yeah,
sugar.
Here we go. I remember it now. Well, obviously, we need to wait until after it's soaked. And somewhere after that is where we're gonna put a splitter. And now it's time to run this all the way back. Can you get in there too? I hope. Can you get in there? Okay, there we go. In you go. Ooh, this one maintains the illusion. And look, out goes the lollipops. Absolutely breathtaking. Oh, the magic that only corn syrup can...
Lollipop, lollipop. I don't like these lollipops. These lollipops suck. They always taste like wax.
bring us. Okay, we're almost to the paraglider. We just need to make these reinforced chocolate plates. Wait a minute, what the hell is this? Lollipop weapon. Hold to unlock. Tell me more. Oh, I see. Well, let's go test it out. Hey there, little guy. How'd you like to face my blade? Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? Well, glad we have that, I guess. Okay, we're almost there. We just need to put down one more machine to make one more thing, which I've gone ahead and put at the top of this, like, meringue thing. And gotta just connect one other thing, since we can't really make the reinforced plates without these. And here's the reinforced ones. Wow, they're just so dark chocolate-like. How scrumptious. Whatever, we have all the supplies we need. Now it's time to unlock the paraglider at last. Okay, let's...
Finally, we unlocked the paraglider just 20,000 hours into the game, and we have the paraglider.
Let's see how this works. I believe if we just jump, we can deploy with spacebar. Yep, great first test. Okay, let's try that again. Spacebar. Oh boy, there we... Ah, my goodness, that was so fast. Well, we saw it for a split second. That means it's ready for prime time, which means running all the way to the top again. Now... Now we're ready to go. Okay, let's try it. Yep, we're hang gliding now. And it's a fun little jaunt where we get to look at all of this. But uh-oh. Problem. Looks like we're stuck on the invisible walls. Let's see what happens when we glide into the surface. Oh, we're okay. And if we look under the surface, it looks like we're on the other side of the barrier. Oh, and it's nice to see that Eternity down there has grass. I'm gonna call that Eternity's chest hair. Wait, can I just put a platform down right here? And then maybe try to put stairs. Yeah, leading down. Perfect. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now let's see if we can get around these invisible walls and over to that underworld. Well, the good news is, just like building stairs up, I can keep building stairs down. Here's what we're going for.
He will find any exploit and do it.
by the way. We can actually build stuff over to our left as well, but there's one caveat to that. The invisible wall is right here. So part of this is we're kind of charting the space. As an example, the stairs down here we can walk on, but it also means that right here might be where the invisible wall starts. But then I realized if you take a step to the right, suddenly the invisible wall is clear. Now we can build back up. Yeah, take that invisible wall and build this all the way to the top and add a foundation right here. Okay, we're one step closer to understanding how this works.
Oh my god, how does these invisible walls work?
And if we climb all the way up here, we still hit another barrier. So give me a second, I'm gonna dig around and see if I can figure it out. Oh, hi. Let me show you what I've been doing for the last several hours. So as mentioned before, if we kind of shuffle over to the left, we hit an invisible wall. So we get around that by going all the way to the bottom here, where I put a wall to make sure I don't just run off the edge, which would have been so easy for me to do. And then we can freely walk across all of these stairways. And then we hop onto these platforms and we do a little bit of running all the way down to these other platforms I've made, which is where we run into another issue. Another invisible wall. And it was hard to figure out how to go around this one, but I figured it out. We just go down even farther. And after making our way really far down here, where there's currently an invisible wall between these two stairs, eventually goes away. And then we can head back up. Ah, what a brisk climb up these
This makes me wonder how invisible walls are made in these games.
chocolate stairs. All the while we're hearing this noise. Yeah. Okay, now we're successfully on the other side of the barrier. And now it's time for another stair climb, because now we're finding our way closer to the surface. And now here we have two options. We can either go over here, where I've laid down some foundations that stretch about as far as the entire landmass. Or if we want to head back to the surface, that's what these stairs are for. You just go through all the weird grass as close to this texture as we can. Then we duck and really shove ourselves in there. And then we can just pop out the other side. Ta-da! We're back in civilization. I'm gonna celebrate with your death. Feels good. And if we want to go back down there, it's super easy. We just head back to our stairway that takes us to the heavens, run all the way to the top, look off the side, see that right there? That's our target. And now all we need to do is hang glide over to it, getting closer, and just patiently glide our way into a landing. Afterwards, all we have to do is turn around, walk deeper into the moat, and begin the whole process all over again. Couldn't be more simple.
I can't.
And then while we're here underneath the world, there's all kinds of unnatural wonders we can look at. I guess these are technically like the roots of the gummy mountain stuff. But then we've also got interesting stuff like this. Mysterious structures. And more than that, we can actually build stairways to go up there and see what they are. So let's head on up there and take a look. Hello? Hello? Oh, it just leads to more stuff, I guess. Still pretty neat, though. But I also have another question about something we can do down here. Can we build machines? Well, that seems like a yes so far. This is a farm, by the way. I know they all kind of just look like science. Chocolate science. And I'm gonna assume I can find a way to get some power poles connected. Yeah, there you go, like that. And then we'll just use these foundation pieces to build a little bit further down. Yep, that did the trick. Power poles are within our grasp now. Good, yes, we can totally get power down here. And are we gonna get delicious corn from the underworld? Oh, space under the world, you shouldn't have. Well, I can only think of one thing this is gonna result in, and that's corn mania. I like to call this space corn, because it's just out of this world. And hey, did you know this game has windmills? And that they work down here in the underworld? And that you can aim them any direction and they seem to work? Because all of those things are true. Anyway, you're probably wondering what happens to our amazing corn. Oh, you know, just getting processed into cornmeal just like before getting turned into our true pride and joy, sumptuous corn syrup. Sure is nice to be able to ramp up production for this with so much open space around. Really nice to see everything running like a dream. And as you can see, the corn syrup is going up and up to this beautiful chandelier looking thing that's actually just a bunch of hollowed out shells of some cakes. Drips
my
and
God.
everything. And watch as we follow it higher, we emerge from the chocolate ocean. And that's where their journey ascends to the surface. But that's not the route we're gonna take. We have class, so we're gonna take these stairs. The surface awaits, at which point we can really get a good look at our production line. Look at them just coming out of the earth. And if they came out of the earth, that means they must be natural. And if it's natural, that must mean it's a health food. Well, I have a plan for all that corn syrup. Hey, you, come with me. Can't forget your friend. Yep, follow me. Follow me to a little thing I've made. Come on, don't be shy. Okay, now follow me in here. Now stay put while I lock you in with a wall. Well, I got two of them anyway. I'll just go ahead and finish you off the old-fashioned way. There you go. Anyway, there's two more running around in there. And now that they're nice and secure, we can go on to the next stage of our plan, which is feeding tons and tons of corn syrup into that room. Don't worry, I'm sure it's good for them. And don't you worry about those graphical glitches. These bottles are truly a mystery. Oh, they've gone remarkably still. I guess that's it. And let's see what we're left with. The perfect corn syrup infused previously living cookie. Prepped
There's a factory in there. He lied to us.
and ready for me to ship to every local grocery store. Well, something tells me I know what I'll be doing. Hey you, how would you like to join my growing business? I thought you'd say yes. I want to thank World of Tanks again for sponsoring this video. Linky's in the description if you want to check out the game for yourself. So I hope you had fun. I know I did. And I'll see you next time.
He lied to us, guys. He lied to us.
Let's Game It Out is nothing but just a fun time. I don't think I could ever get into these kinds of games. I just don't have the patience he does. But being able to see him just being an absolute troll is a delight. Thank you guys so much for watching. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.